Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Steve and I'm back. My first video since Vlog Every Day in April. It is what? May 10th. So I had a nice, 10-day break and I didn't have anything planned, and I want this to be really quick because we've just learned that Apple has discontinued the iPod Touch. I don't have a ton of feelings about this. I just had some thoughts. So I'm obviously going to go to the Apple website, to the iPod Touch page, and talk a little bit about it. I'm pretty sure everybody who watches this video at one point in time in their life owned an iPod, whether it was the iPod Touch or the original iPod with that cool, I forgot what they called it, but the track pad thing. What the hell did they call that? I don't even remember. It was so long ago. Or the iPod Mini or the iPod Nano. I had the original iPod, not the first one, the one that was like the newer refresh model. I did own an iPod Mini, and I think I owned an iPod Nano too. That was the one that could clip places. I personally have never owned an iPod Touch, and there were a couple of reasons for that. I'll talk about those now very quickly. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or if you disagree. The first reason I never purchased an iPod Touch is probably the most simple reason. I've pretty much always owned an iPhone. If you own an iPhone, I don't think you need an iPod Touch. All my songs would be on my phone. I've never had a dedicated music player when I had an iPhone. Back in the day when there were the regular iPod, I think that was before the iPhone even came out. So back then, you needed a dedicated device for your music. So you didn't have to use like your Walkman or your Discman anymore. But that was the main reason. If you own an iPhone, you don't need an iPod. The second reason is this, and first I'll say, this would be the only reason I would have purchased an iPod Touch with an iPhone. So the only benefit to that would be if you have a ton of music, like 10,000 songs or whatever, that'll take up a lot of space, and that'll take up space on your phone. You might not have the highest capacity phone, so you need all the space you could get for your apps and for whatever you really need your phone to use. So then maybe you would buy an iPod Touch, right? So you could just put all your music on that. The only problem is when you look here, and the iPod Touch, I don't think has been updated in like 3 or 4 years. Once they cut the bezels off the iPhone, we all assumed the iPod Touch would follow their lead. But you could look, it looks exactly like the iPhone 4, pretty much. Same design. Or the iPhone 5 maybe, with the bezel on top and the bezel on the bottom. So they never really updated it. And if I'm paying for an iPhone, there's no way in hell I'm paying $400 for a 256 gigabyte iPod Touch. I'm not. $200 for 32 gigabytes is outrageous as well. Like, this isn't that good of a device. I mean, obviously it'll take all the apps and you could download all the apps, but it's not a phone. You have to do, VoIP phone calls like Google Voice, but to me, it's just not worth it. For the 256 gigabyte iPod Touch, I would go no higher than $200. And you could argue with me below if you want. I used to be an Apple fanboy. I'm not anymore, even though I use all of their products. But $400 for really what is your music player for only 256 gigabytes of space, that's nuts. I would at least maybe 1 terabyte. A terabyte iPod Touch for $400, maybe. But if you're already paying $1,000 for your phone, whether it's an iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy or whatever, an extra $400 does not make sense. Even if you're buying the low-end iPhones that come with, I don't even know what they come with anymore. Maybe they come with 256 gigabytes in the lower-end iPhones. Again, if you have a ton of music, you're going to need more space. If you don't have a lot, then you could use your phone. I've always purchased the highest end iPhone with the most space, just in case I want to put music on it. That's pretty much my thoughts. I kind of felt like the iPod Touch was gonna be discontinued a while ago, actually, once they never started to upgrade what it looks like. Like I said earlier, it's pretty much the iPhone 5 with all the bezels and the button, you know. If it looked like the iPhone 13 with no bezel, or maybe just a little bump on the top, then fine, maybe $400, because at least it looks modern, but not for this. For sure, not for an iPod Touch. So am I happy that it's gone? No, I don't wish any products get discontinued, but I definitely expected it, and I'm not surprised. I really wish I could find out how many people are actually purchasing this device. I'm guessing not that many, because they never really upgraded it. I don't even think they upgraded the chip all that much. Let's look real quick. I'm just curious what it uses. The A10? Yeah, I don't think that's the new one. 8 megapixel camera, so it's a shitty camera. It doesn't really matter about the aperture. It's a phone. That's just bullshit as well. Hybrid IR filter, HDR for photos. That's okay. Tap to focus, whatever, burst mode. Video recording. So it only records, it doesn't even record 4K. That's ridiculous. They really, really wasted their time. Well, not even wasted their time. They just never upgraded it and just sold us old shit. 1.2 megapixel FaceTime camera is horrendous. 720p HD recording. While the specs are low, I've never had a problem with FaceTime, even before they really improved the camera. But as far as taking pictures and taking videos, these specs are bullshit. So there you have it. My quick little 2 cents on my thoughts on the iPod Touch and it being discontinued. And that's pretty much it. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Did you like the iPod Touch? Did you use it? Did you think it was worth the money? Did you think it was a good deal? Overpriced? Underpriced? I don't know. Just let me know below and I'll talk to you on my next video. And I have no idea when that's coming out because I still am trying to relax a little bit. But this was kind of off the cuff, no thought. And I'm literally recording it in one take. So see you next time. Peace, guys.